Hi, friend, and welcome to Tidy the Clutter podcast. I'm Mariah, and I'm so glad you're here. This is the place where we talk about real-life ways to simplify your home and digital spaces. Let's face it, life gets busy real quick. Between work, kids, emails, and everything else on your plate, it's easy to feel like things are slipping through the cracks. The good news, it doesn't have to stay that way. In each episode, I'll be sharing practical tips, small wins, and simple strategies to help you clear the clutter, both in your physical and digital spaces. You can feel more in control and have more time for what truly matters most to you. Whether it's setting up routines that stick, taming your inbox, or tackling toy chaos, my goal is to make getting organized doable, even on your busiest days. So, grab your favorite drink, settle in, and let's get started. Is your digital world feeling as chaotic as your kitchen junk drawer? We explored how physical clutter impacts our mental clarity in episode 3. Digital clutter can be just as overwhelming. Maybe even more so because we can't see it piling up in front of us. Like we can see our kitchen counters piling up with mail. We cannot see the digital clutter piling up. Think about it like this. How many times a day do you open your email? You feel that wave of anxiety looking at your inbox and you close it again. Or maybe you've spent precious minutes or, I'd hate to say it, but maybe hours searching for an important document buried somewhere in your computer. You can't remember, is it an email thread or did I save it to the drive? Did I save it to Dropbox? Where did it go? Where is it? I've been there too. And today I'm going to share exactly how to take back control of your digital space. And for heaven's sakes, your peace of mind. Back in episode 9, we talked about how each decision we make throughout the day takes a toll on our mental energy. Well, digital clutter creates hundreds of micro decisions every day. Which of these 25 unread emails needs my attention? Where did I save the warranty for the car? Is this the latest version of the document, or did we save a duplicate one? And just like we discovered in that episode, all of these micro decisions, they add up, leaving us mentally exhausted by the end of the day. Let me share a story with you that really kind of drove this home for me. I was working as a contractor for this incredibly creative marketer. She had brilliant ideas, but her Google Drive, can we just kindly say it was a creative chaos? We were managing social media posts for a client of hers. We were writing content, creating designs, getting approvals, the kind of project that needs everything to flow smoothly. One day, we had everything ready to go. Designs were perfect, the schedule was set, but we could not find the approved content prompts anywhere. 2 of us, we spent a good hour searching through folders, opening and closing documents, checking and rechecking every possible location. These prompts were like trying to find a specific Lego in a bucket of thousands. You know it's there, but good luck finding it quickly. We finally found it in the completely wrong folder, and it was titled something that made absolutely no sense. This situation might sound familiar if you've ever searched through endless email threads just for that one important attachment, or tried to coordinate school pickup changes through scattered text messages, or even wondered which cloud service has your backup of your precious family photos. Just like we talked about in episode 12, small steps, big wins. The key to tackling any overwhelming task is breaking it down into manageable pieces. That's exactly how we're going to approach digital organization. Let's start with email because that's usually the biggest pain point. I use Gmail, love Gmail, and here is my simple 3-label system currently. 1 is business. even for side hustles or small projects I'm working on, those things live in this business section. The next is family. And inside the family, there are sublabels for kids and bills and the husband. And lastly, investments. So this I treat more as kind of like a personal development and education for whatever is sparking my interest at the time that I'm super invested in. Here's the real game changer: the filters. Instead of manually sorting emails, I set up filters to automatically organize incoming messages. The power bill, it goes straight to the bills folder. School newsletters goes directly into the kiddos folder that it belongs with. Everything just has their own spot. And things that don't have their own spot, usually I shouldn't be getting messages about them because they want my money. I could save a buck or two if I just unsubscribe. Everything has their own spot. And it's like having a personal assistant who pre-sorts your mail before you even see it. I do have filters set up for this is important, leave it in my inbox, but apply the label. And I have things that are like, okay, great. I do want to keep this, but I don't necessarily need it front of face all the time. So label it and then move it over there. I don't need to see it when I log in every morning. When it comes to digital files, whether they're on your computer or in your cloud, I've created this simple structure that works for busy families. First, if you have a business or a side hustle and you just need structure for that business, I suggest starting with 4 folders: operations, customer experience, marketing, and sales. Everything that you need should be able to pop into one of those folders, possibly into a subfolder. And then I would make sure I name them with a 01 underscore operations, 02 underscore customer experience, and so on and so forth. I do this because Google will order them through with numbers. And if I just have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, then my 1 and 10 are going to show up next to each other. And that just like really wigs me out. I don't like it. I like the 01 underscore 02 underscore. Anyway, personal preference there, but I highly recommend it if you're a little obnoxious like I am. Now, on the personal side, I recommend 3 or 4, but the 3 that I'm going to recommend are because those are the 3 labels that I have in my Gmail. In my personal one, I have business, family, and investments. And I still have my lovely 01, 02, 03. That is how I label my personal folders. And then I do have subfolders in there. The key is to start simple because you can always add more folders later, but overcomplicating from the beginning is just like trying to organize your entire house in one weekend. It's insanely overwhelming and very unsustainable. Here is a pro tip that I honestly think has saved me countless of hours. Using dates in your names, okay? I, for some reason, really like the format year, month, day. No period, no hyphens, all together, year, month, day. At the start of important file names. Granted, it did take me a little used to because it looks kind of funky because I was so used to seeing month, day, year, right? Seeing it backwards was just really odd to me. But here's some examples. 2024 0101 underscore Nathan's W-2s, or 2024 0115 underscore family photo backup. Something that is specific. I like the year, month, day, The underscore kind of spaces it out. So that way, the next time I'm looking for a W-2, if I'm not looking for 2024's W-2, then I know my brain can easily see that number and just bypass it. Keeping it simple like that. Year, month, day, underscore, quick definition or quick title. But the key here is I don't have the exact same name every single time, right? So let's think car insurance. That is going to have the same name. So 2024 0101 underscore car insurance. Because I put the date in the front of that, I know that that is for the year 2024. Or another option is 2024 0115 underscore family photo backup. That one is specific to the year, the month, and the day. So even if I back up my family photos every single month, it would still have the same year, but the month and the day would be different. Although the contents of it would still be family photo backup. Anyway, I probably went into a huge explanation that everyone's like, yep, you lost me, I'm out of here. But if you are still with me, when you are searching for something, you can instantly see how old it is. Like I mentioned before, you see something that says 2023 and you're looking for 2024, you can bypass it. And you know it's still relevant. Yes, I'm still going to need that. Or no, I'm not going to need that. So you can archive it. I know what you're thinking. Mariah, this is all great. It sounds great. But who has the time? You're talking to a busy mom of 4 kids. I don't have the time for that. This is one of the reasons why I created my 15-minute digital organization guide. The free PDF walks you through creating a sustainable digital organization system in literally 15 minutes. Super simple. It gives you the start and what to do, and it's easy. It is so easy. Head on over to today's show notes at tidytheclutter.com/019 to download your copy. Once you have your system in place, maintaining it is surprisingly simple. I think you put most of the work up front and then maintaining, super easy. It's kind of like what we talked about in episode 12 about taking small steps. So here's what I recommend. You get it all set up. Okay, you could get this all set up in, 2 days, 1 day. Get the structure set up. And then once you have things moved around and whatnot, then on a weekly basis or a bi-weekly basis, something that seems completely manageable for you. First, I would spend 5 minutes each morning or evening or during nap time, just quickly going through new emails. Second, use waiting time. So think like the school pickup line. Just do a quick email organization. And lastly, schedule like a 15-minute weekly reset every Sunday evening or Saturday evening, just to kind of make sure everything is nice and tidy. It is super helpful. You've got your system and now you are working on a routine to continue that system. I think one of the biggest things to remember here is that your digital organization isn't about perfection. It's not about what I have or what Aunt Sue has. It needs to be something that you create that works for you. If my 3 labels make absolutely no sense and you know you would like a family label and a spiritual label and an education label, or whatever it is, do that. If that's what works for you, then go for it. Create it the way you need it so it makes sense for your brain and you'll be able to continually update it. You need it to work for your busy life or else it's not going to have a great impact. And if you're ready to take control of your digital space, download the 15-minute digital organization guide. You can grab the download link at today's show notes, which is tidytheclutter.com/019. Next week, I'm going to be sharing the 10-minute fix that could completely change your productivity game. It is kind of like a spin-off to episode 3, which I've heard very good things about, so I'm glad you enjoyed that. Just as a reminder, for all of the episodes that I talked about or the 15-minute digital organization guide, you can grab all of those at tidytheclutter.com/019. Now, my friends, I hope you have a wonderful week, and I will chat with you again next week. Thanks so much for tuning in to the Tidy the Clutter podcast. I hope you're leaving today with at least one small step that you're excited to take. Remember, it's not about being perfect. It's about finding what works for you and building on it little by little. If you enjoyed today's episode, I'd love it if you'd give the podcast a follow and leave a quick review. It really helps others find the show and join us on this journey toward less stress and more ease. And if you're looking for more tips, resources, or just a bit of extra motivation, head over to tidytheclutter.com, and everything you need to stay organized and feel more in control is waiting for you there. Until next time, keep things simple, stay focused, and enjoy those small wins along the way. Take care and talk soon.